This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. 21-year-old hands over stolen television and laptop to police in Westmoreland. A Westmoreland man who reportedly admitted to stealing a flat-screen television and a laptop, among other items, is now facing several charges under the Larceny Act. He is 21-year-old Kimani Jenkins of New Hope District in the parish. Jenkins has been charged with housebreaking, larceny, and receiving stolen property. According to the police reports, about 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday, February 3, the complainant locked her premises in Grant Bush District, Little London, and left. However, upon her return, she reportedly discovered that the house was broken into and several items including a black Imperial flat-screen television and one black Gateway laptop were stolen. The matter was reported to the police, and Jenkins was later apprehended and interviewed following investigations. The police said he admitted to committing the crime and handed over the television and the laptop. Triple murder rocks Grange Hill in Westmoreland. Detectives attached to the Grange Hill Police in Westmoreland are investigating the circumstances surrounding the shooting deaths of 3 men in Crowder District on Wednesday night. Investigators have not yet released their identities. They indicated that 2 of the men were found inside their homes and the other along the roadway. The police report that about 10:30 p.m., a group of heavily armed men went on a shooting spree in Crowder District. Residents alerted the police after the gunmen were seen opening fire on several homes in the community. The police rushed to the scene and conducted a search operation. 2 of the victims were each found under their beds in their respective homes, and the third was discovered suffering from multiple gunshot wounds along a roadway. The scenes were processed and the bodies removed to the morgue for post-mortem. Electrical fire at Maypen Hospital. There was an electrical fire today on the roof of the administrative building at the Maypen Hospital in Clarendon. 3 units responded to the fire. The hospital's chief executive officer, St. Andre Sinclair, informed that the fire broke on a solar panel on the roof. The panel was recently installed. Sinclair said as soon as hospital personnel became aware of the fire, the building was evacuated and the fire department called. He said the fire was quickly brought under control. There were no injuries. He praised the hospital's staff and firefighters for their quick response. Sinclair said operations at the outpatient clinic have been impacted as a result of the fire. He also said that fire personnel are to probe the circumstances which led to the blaze, after which the hospital will undertake the next step. Man charged with stealing curtains in St. Elizabeth. The police have arrested and charged 47-year-old Oval Thompson, who they say was caught stealing 2 curtains valued at $2,600 in St. Elizabeth last Friday. The police said Thompson, who was positively identified on CCTV footage, has been charged with housebreaking and larceny. Reports are that about 3 p.m., the complainant securely locked up her business place and went home. She later discovered that her store had been broken into. Checks made with the security camera revealed Thompson stealing the curtains, the police said. An investigation was launched and Thompson was subsequently charged. Lockdown water party in Jerusalem Agers Senior Corp. Deputy Superintendent of Police for the St. Andrew North Division, Andrew Johnson, is lambasting residents of Jerusalem in St. Andrew for staging a water party on Sunday during the island-wide lockdown aimed at reducing the spread of COVID-19 in Jamaica. The event, advertised on social media as Lockdown Splash Water War, attracted a large turnout from community members in a blatant disregard for the health protocols. The behavior exhibited by these people, who decided to engage in a childlike game of water war, is a blatant disregard for the law and also expresses social selfishness relative to their community and the effects their action may have in the spread of the COVID-19 virus, Johnson told the news. Jamaica has been grappling with a surge in the coronavirus, which has infected more than 40,000 and killed nearly 700 people on the island, and weekend lockdowns were implemented by the government to reduce the spread. However, in a slap in the face of the authorities, Jewsland residents were seen in videos throwing bags of water at each other and engaging in a variety of activities in violation of COVID-19 rules. The event was eventually stopped by the police, whose presence caused some residents to scamper and retreat to their residence, while others engaged the lawmen in a cat-and-mouse game on the streets. The police will continue to intervene and prosecute them to the fullest extent allowed by the law, Johnson said. Man injured during shootout with police in Clarendon. A man is now hospitalized under police guard following confrontation with lawmen on Bailey's Avenue, Bucks Common in Clarendon about 5:50 a.m. today. He has not yet been identified. The police said a Glock 17 pistol and several rounds of ammunition were seized during the incident. The matter has been reported to the Independent Commission of Investigation and the Inspectorate and Professional Standards Oversight Bureau. JPS warns public to avoid power lines after 2 men electrocuted. The Jamaica Public Service is again appealing to members of the public to stay far from power lines after 2 men were recently electrocuted. JPS said a young man was electrocuted in a tree earlier this week, and a man died yesterday while attempting to handle a broken wire. This is a sad loss of life, and the company extends condolences to the families and loved ones of the men, the company said in a statement today. It warned the public not to climb trees near power lines and to keep trees on private property trimmed and away from power lines, which it says is the responsibility of the property owners. People are also reminded that under no circumstances should they attempt to remove fallen wires, the electricity provider said. The company added that kite flying should be done in wide open spaces away from power lines, and construction work should also be carried out at a distance of at least 20 feet from electricity lines. One should under no circumstances attempt to remove a broken wire. Always assume that the wire is live and able to cause injury or death, the company said. Man caught trying to dislodge AC unit at Kingston warehouse. A man who police say was caught attempting to dislodge an air conditioning unit in a warehouse has been arrested and charged. He has been identified as 22-year-old Romario White, otherwise called Shaquille, of Williams Street in Kingston. He was yesterday charged with breaches of the Larceny Act, including warehouse breaking and malicious destruction of property. The police said a security officer caught White and another man after they broke onto the premises located at the intersection of Beeston and Bond Street in Kingston and attempted to dislodge the AC unit. The other man escaped, but White was apprehended, the police said. The incident happened about 11:50 a.m. on Sunday, April 11. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.